Hello, everybody. Welcome back to part 2 of your love reading for Cancer versus them, you versus them. And we have already gone over your person's energy. We're going to clarify the tarot here, tarot messages that we got for your person. And then we will go right into the oracle messages and your energy, Cancer, as promised. All right. Just a quick recap from the previous reading. And first and foremost, hello and welcome to the channel, everybody. Anybody who is new to the channel, you are welcome. Please make sure that you check all of the good information out in the description box below about the channel at your leisure. Also, #win in the comment section. I do a giveaway every week on this channel for a free 3-question personal reading with me. I'm going to be announcing winners later on today, so I will be doing that, but make sure you are entered in your chance to win. #win in the comment section. Also, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I also do a monthly giveaway. I'm going to be doing that also in just a bit, if I have not already, by the time this message airs. All right. I'll probably upload this right after I go live to do the monthly winners. Okay. It's been a minute since I've gone live, so bear with me, y'all. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, please go to my website. The link to my website is below. I have 2 other channels on YouTube as well. Those links are below. All right. Previous reading. So this person basically went from being very distant. This person was very overly controlling, and just very kind of like, I don't want to say, they went from being pretty much selfish and greedy energy to completely turning around their energy. But they're not going to do this, I think, until you actually get tired of their behavior, and I feel like you are going to walk away. All right, because we do have the Chariot here. We do see the Chariot, but we also see the 7 of Pentacles, which is telling me that there is some hope that things are going to change later. And I feel like this person is going to come in making changes. Now, that 2 of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Cups, this just talks about there being a disconnect in the relationship. Okay. There was distance with that King of Cups, or there's an energy of the 2 of you being distant. Okay. This also can represent separation. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. I feel like this is someone that you separated from in the past here. All right. And this was a close soul tie connection that you had with this person. It was a 2 of Cups. However, you were emotionally disconnected from this person at the time that you separated from them. Tell me about this 2 of Cups in the reverse and the King of Cups, please. Okay. That one in the reverse. Okay. So we have the 10 of Swords here in the reverse. So again, this is an energy of someone who is reaching out, someone who you left, okay, in the past, or there's an energy of there were problems with that 10 of Swords in the upright. There was a breakup of some kind. And look, underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Cups here. So this person is coming back around, making some sort of an offer, all right, or some sort of a new opportunity. This is also someone who's wanting to take things to another level or have a deeper level of intimacy. So this person wants to come around. They want to recover the connection, but they want things to be different, right? So this person's going to come back making changes. With the Knight of Wands, that also represents an energy of someone who's rushing in, kind of in with that hero energy. They're coming in to make things right, or coming in to fix a situation. And with the 3 of Pentacles, this could be someone who is willing to go to counseling. This is also someone who's willing to help you in any way, could be financially. All right. But this person is coming in to fight for they're coming in to fight for the connection. They're coming in willing to fight to make the connection work. So you are going to be getting a surprise here. Tell me about this Knight of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Look at this. So look, we have the Three of Swords and under the deck, the Seven of Cups. And look, remember I said we have that Seven of Cups here underneath the deck here. And this also is with the Five of Wands. So this talks about there being a lot of conflict, okay, or tension that this person is experiencing right now since you walked away from the connection. All right, this person could also be going through a bit of depression. And I think we talked about this. I said this before when looking at the oracle messages. This person is not going to have a good time. Like, it's not going to be, this person getting their way is not going to be worth losing you. That's basically what I'm seeing here. Okay. And now with the Six of Pentacles, this person is coming in wanting to turn the tables. They're coming in being very generous, being very giving. They're willing to give anything to change your mind or to get you to come back with that Knight of Swords. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Look, we got the Ten of Wands. So it's going to take you to get tired of this person. It's going to take you to get to your breaking point, because I'm seeing that here with this Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands here. Like, you were willing to work with this person, but they continue to, play games, or there's an energy of this person took you to your breaking point. I feel like this is somebody who's going to test the waters. And then look, under the deck, the Seven of Pentacles. See, this card keeps coming up. This person is wanting to make things right. Okay. I feel like there's an energy of over time, this person is going to make changes. We have the Four of Wands. This person is coming in with commitment. And I see this here. They're coming in with this committed energy here with I love you and I miss you. Again, this person, they're realizing that getting their way is not always the best thing. You understand? This duality, this caused a lot of tension in the connection, and they're realizing that this was not the best thing for them. Right? This was not a good idea. This was not a good idea. So this person is going to go from being very controlling to being very humble, being very, quiet almost and timid in the connection. They're going to want to allow you to do and say the things that you need to do, because I feel like that's what they didn't do before. I feel like this is somebody who didn't let you communicate the way you needed to. It always had to be their way or the highway, right? With the Seven of Cups and the Five of Wands, it was always just a bunch of competition. And this person is realizing that this is what caused you to go. Tell me about the Seven of Cups and the Five of Wands. Seven of Cups and the Five of Wands. And we have the Hermit. This person is sitting back and contemplating. They're looking at the situation and realizing that they were the ones that caused you to leave. They caused you to run away. Their actions, right? And look, we have the Justice card under the deck. Consequences. These are the consequences. They're sitting back and thinking about everything they did. And now they're thinking of ways to go and undo the situation. Do you see what I'm saying? Now this person is coming in being very protective. You know what I'm saying? Over the connection. They want to do everything they can to fix the situation. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, please. Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. And we have the Chariot. Like I said, you went back and forth until you just couldn't take it anymore. I feel like with the Chariot energy, this is you, making the decision to like, listen, if you really want me, you're going to have to come and get me, but I can't stay in this situation. We have the high priestess under the deck. I feel like this is also an energy with the 8 of swords. You were not speaking to this person. I feel like you were, blocking this person from coming towards you, or there was an energy of this person could not reach you. Maybe even it was a sense of spiritually, mentally, like this, there was no connection. You did not allow this person to come through in that energy. You know what I mean? And again, I feel like over time, this person is going to realize and they are going to start missing you. Tell me about the Chariot and the 7 of Pentacles. Chariot and the 7 of Pentacles. That is standing straight up. We have the 4 of Swords here. Okay. The 4 of Swords represents an energy of someone who's, they're off to themselves. They're kind of like tucked away from the outside world. There's an energy of not really doing a lot of talking. So this is an energy of being very quiet. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, right? So there's an energy now with the 5 of Pentacles, that's 6 Pentacles, okay? This is 6 Pentacles here. So this is an energy of somebody who's wanting to come in, offering an opportunity, a new opportunity. Why? With that 5 of Pentacles, they don't want you to leave. They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to stay away from them. This is someone who does not want to be without you. They don't want you to abandon them or the connection. And this person knows that they have to come back with something completely new and different. And that is this Ace of Pentacles here. All right. And the Ace and 5, that's 6 Pentacles. Once again, this person is coming in being very giving, very compassionate, very loving. The complete opposite of what they were. All right. So let's now look at Oracle messages for you, Cancer. That was your person's energy. So now let's look at your energy, Cancer. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, tell us about Cancer, please. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, tell us about Cancer. Let's go about Cancer, please. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, tell us about Cancer, please. Spirit, angels, and guides, tell us about Cancer. Look at this. So we have a karmic lesson, fake busy, spiritual gifts, Cancer. Oh, we have reckless love and smecks in the reverse. Okay. Reckless love in the reverse. So we have illumination, massive regrets, karmic ties, and bumping heads all underneath the deck. Illumination, massive regret, karmic ties, and bumping heads. Cancer, Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, tell me about Cancer, Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell me about Cancer, please. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell me about Cancer. Cheating. Ooh. Experiment. Responsible. Super light. Best friend and abusive. Under the deck, we have together. Okay. Okay, this is interesting because now we're having cheating coming in here. And then we have experiment. It's like this person is trying. Hmm. Hmm. It could be that this person was like playing around, like they were like seeing if they could get away with being a certain type of way. I feel like this is somebody who was trying you, like they were trying your patience here, or someone who is testing your boundaries. We have responsible and super light here. I feel like this is an energy of someone who is making a decision to do the right thing, to be responsible. This is somebody who's realizing that they really care about you. I feel like it's going to be after you walk away, however. With best friend and abusive here, I know you don't deserve to be treated like this, but I'm acting out of a pattern of abuse that's really deeply rooted in me. But I love that I can confide in you about anything. You've been so supportive, and I'm fortunate to have you in my life. And then we have together. This is somebody who I feel like is laying everything on the line. They're laying everything on the line. I feel like they don't know if you're going to forgive them or not, but this person is regretful. I feel like they're coming in sorry. With illumination and massive regrets, you may find out about something that this person did in the past, and they're going to something that they regret doing. They're sorry about this. Okay. Again, I feel like this person wasn't really serious about the connection until after they had a taste of you walking away. Okay, because with karmic ties and bumping heads here, Yeah, I'm getting an energy of once you realized, that's when this person, it's almost like something hit them over the top of the head. You know what I mean? It's almost like a light bulb turned on and they realized that they were the ones that caused this with illumination and massive regrets. Okay. Karmic lesson and fake busy. Again, it's going to be an energy of you are not speaking to this person, you're blocking them, or they're going to feel blocked because they're not going to be able to get through to you. Spiritual gifts and reckless love in the reverse. Again, you're ascending to a higher level. There's an energy of you meditating. You cannot be bothered or reached in this time unless this person is coming in with something serious, making a very serious change. I feel like there's not going to be a connection between you two. But if this person, once they realize here the error of their ways, I feel like this person is going to come back, wanting to try it again, cheating and experiment. This person is wanting to come back to start over, to try again, for you to give them another opportunity. So, what are you going to do? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's look at your energy. Tell us about Cancer, please. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell us about Cancer. Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell us about Cancer. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell us about Cancer. Tell us about Cancer, please. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. So we have the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, all these fives here, and that fives represent change, Cancer. Fives represent change. Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Tell me about Cancer, please. Tell me about Cancer. Look, we have the Ten of Cups. Ooh, with the Page of Swords in the reverse and the World in the reverse. Tell me about Cancer, please. Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell me about Cancer. High Priestess, there it is again. And the Hanged Man. Look at this. You are not speaking to this person until their mind is made up. You feel like this person until they make up their mind on what they want, and if they're going to treat you accordingly, then you will give this person the time of day. Going back here with the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles again, I feel like this person was playing games. I feel like this person wanted to push the boundaries to see how far they could go or what they could get away with, until you left. That's when they realized here with the Ten of Cups, they really wanted you back, that you were their wish fulfillment. You were the one that they wanted to be with, Cancer. And with that Page of Swords in the reverse and the World in the reverse, you weren't taking this person back. You didn't want to have anything to do with them unless they changed, unless they made a complete turnaround. With the High Priestess and the Hanged Man, again, there's an energy of, you've ascended. You see what I'm saying? And you are waiting for this person to ascend. You are not giving this person the time of day as long as they are in that energy that they were in when you walked away. See, under the deck, you have the Justice card and the Knight of Cups. Okay. I feel like You have the Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers. Yeah, there's an energy of making this person is going to have to wait until they, like I said, they're going to be waiting until they make a complete turnaround. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Swords. Unless this person learns their lesson. And until this person learns their lesson, you will not be coming back around. But once this person does learn their lesson, Cancer, I feel like you will be there. Empress energy. I feel like you will give this person the time of day. But let's clarify and see what the cards say here. Tell us about the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, please. Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Look, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. Like I said, this person is not able to play games with you any further. This is about you not being able to be played with. Like you got to the point where you weren't taking it anymore, and you had to defend and protect yourself. Underneath the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. Look at this. This is all about protecting yourself. Come on now. Four of Pentacles, protection. Okay? Being protected, guarding and covering your feelings. You see what I'm saying? Tell me about the Ten of Cups here with the Page of Swords in the reverse and the World in the reverse. Uh-oh. Okay. So what turned up here? So we have the Seven of Wands with the Nine of Wands and the Six of Wands. Wow, that's a lot of wands here. Wands represent action. And again, this is you protecting yourself. I feel like there's an energy until you are seeing positive changes or until you see that this person has made a change, you are not willing to give this person what they want. You are going to hold back. Underneath the deck, we have the King of Wands. I feel like there's an energy of you. It's almost like you're forcing this person to grow up. You're forcing this person to stand on business. Do you see what I'm saying? And I feel like you had an understanding of this as well. This person may not have realized it, but you have ascended here. That High Priestess is divine guidance. I feel like you've been divinely guided here with that Hangman energy to just wait. You have no problem with waiting. And if this person is not going to get right, then they just won't ever make it back to you. See what I'm saying? There'll never be a connection. It's not going to be your fault, though. Tell me about the High Priestess and the Hangman. It's not going to be your fault. So we have the World in the reverse again. Yo. 2 times in a row. Okay. And this is an energy of unwanted delays. And like I said, it's not your fault. It's not your problem. If this person wants to take all year to ascend, to finally catch up to where you are emotionally, that's going to be on them. Okay. Look, we have the Hierophant underneath the deck. Look at this, divinely guided. There's an energy of being committed or finally making up their mind to do the right thing, right? This person is causing their own delays. You're just waiting on this person. You're waiting on this person to make up their mind. With the Justice card and the Knight of Cups here, there's an energy of this person coming in, flirting. Look, we have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, and we have the Four of Cups. Like I said, this person is going to get their karma. They are going to come in flirting with you. They are going to come in. But I feel like until you see this person changed, look, with the Two of Cups here under the deck. Look, with the King of Cups. Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like until you see that this person has grown, you have the Three of Wands here behind the scenes. Until you can see that this person has grown or that this person has matured, I feel like you're going to stay in that same energy of, I'm just going to sit here and wait. Okay, until I can see what I need to see. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers. There's an energy of this person may take a while. It may not happen overnight, but I feel like this person is definitely coming in with commitment, solid commitment. Tell me about Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers. And you have the Page of Swords. Somebody's coming in asking a question with the Tower. I feel like this person is going to come in all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, popping the question. Or this person is coming in, or you're going to see there's going to be some sudden change that's going to take place with this person, and you're going to be able to see it. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune here with the Six of Swords. This also talks about sudden change and someone who's learning their lessons very quickly. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Swords. So look, we have the Star. Look. This talks about things getting better. This talks about things improving. This talks about someone being in the spotlight or who wants to be seen. Underneath the deck, the Three of Pentacles. See? With the Nine of Pentacles. This is 12 Pentacles, Cancer. A lot of Pentacles here with the Knight of Cups behind the scene. This person is coming in flirting, but they're also going to come in being very generous. I feel like this person is also doing well for themselves financially, right? But with that Three of Pentacles, this person is coming in offering financial gifts to you. This person is, like I said, you're their wish fulfillment. This is a star. They feel divinely guided towards you. All right. And they feel like you are their person. And they also feel like they've wasted a lot of time coming around. So this person is going to do something drastic. Do you see what I'm saying? What is the challenge with this connection? What is the challenge? Oops. With this connection? Or what challenges will Cancers face with this person? What challenges will Cancers face? Or what is the challenge with the connection overall? Okay. That's very interesting. So we have ghosted, and then we have trap, and it came out. How did it come out? Was it in the reverse? It came out like this, but it was leaning downwards. So I don't know. We're going to call that in the reverse. So we have ghosted and we have trapped in the reverse. Okay, so this talks about someone who's detached or someone who's being very off and on in the connection. And with trap in the reverse, it's an energy of someone who's doing this because they low key feel as though they're being like trapped in a connection, or like they're going to be stuck in a situation that they can't get out of. So this person doesn't come in fully committed. Do you see what I'm saying? They don't come in fully committed. Why? Because they don't really know where they want to go. We have GPS, and then we have pop the question here, right? With sweet talk. So I feel like this person, the challenge with this person is that they want to be committed, they want to settle down, they just don't know how they want to go about doing it. They're not sure if they're ready to do it right now. And with sweet talk here and love hate, I feel like this person just thinks they're going to try to like wing it. They feel like they're just going to try to get as far as they can in the situation until you just can't take it anymore. You know what I mean? But they don't necessarily want to lose you. They do want to commit. There's just an energy of not right now. So, again, with sweet talk and love hate, I feel like the biggest challenge for you is not allowing this person to emotionally manipulate you and being able to cut this person off. Okay, being able to cut this person off and not be emotionally manipulated by them. Tell me about the challenge for Cancer. What is the challenge for Cancer in this connection? It's very interesting. What is the challenge? Ooh, those went in the reverse in an odd way. So we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. Again, this is an energy of people who are not talking, or there's some isolation that's taking place in the connection here. This can also talk about a third party. We have the King of Pentacles here in the reverse. So again, there's a lack of commitment here. Also an energy of someone who's very possessive. Under the deck, we have the Nine of Swords and we have the Two of Cups with the Four of Swords and the Six of Cups. No, the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. Emotionally disconnecting and separating yourself from this person, cutting this person off when you need to. That is going to be the energy, drawing the line and drawing boundaries with this connection. With the Nine of Swords and the Two of Cups, it's like you really love this person, but with the Nine of Swords, it's like, are you happy in the energy that you're in every single night, every single day with this person? Are you truly happy with them in the connection, in the way that things are? With that Four of Swords represents, and that Four of Cups is you separating yourself, disconnecting from the situation to gain clarity, emotionally cutting ties so that you can gain clarity, right? Not being emotionally manipulated as well. All right. So I feel like this person is very charming. I'm getting an energy of someone who's very charming and very good at talking their way through things and getting you to kind of be on their side, right? This person may also use seduction as a way of, getting you to kind of not focus on them. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. All right, so let's clarify here. Tell me about the Three of Cups in the reverse and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, we got the Devil. We got the Devil. Someone who's very obsessive, very possessive. This is an energy of someone who's very controlling, very toxic. Underneath the deck, the Knight of Cups. I told you, and this is also an energy of someone who's they like to use seduction. Like, this person will be very toxic, controlling to the point where it's like it causes an issue or it causes a separation. And then with the Knight of Cups, they come in with this seductive energy trying to seduce you back. You know what I mean? Tell me about the Nine of Swords and the Two of Cups. I feel like you're starting to feel even a little bit bitter when it comes to this person and this connection. See, we have the Empress in the reverse. You are not happy. You are not satisfied in this connection. This is someone who's not wanting to give any further, right? Under the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and I feel like this is where things are going to slow down. And we have the Five of Swords behind the scenes because you feel emotionally or mentally like you're being toyed with, right? Mentally toyed with. And with that Four of Swords and that Four of Cups energy, it's like you're going to have to take a time out or to get away from the situation in order to see things with a clear perspective. Because this person they're trying to be seductive. They're trying to get you to forget about it. They just want to play around with you. They're playing. They're playing with your mind here. They're playing with your head. Tell me about the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. Look, we have the Fool and the Emperor. See, this person, they're coming in being very controlling, but with that Fool energy, this is you. This is you not being emotionally tied down to a situation. This is you able to get to your quiet place, able to separate yourself from this situation so that you can see things the way you need to see them. And with the Wheel of Fortune here under the deck, you see what I'm saying? There's going to have to be changes. With the Ace of Wands, there's going to have to be quick changes. All right. You're going to have to see a completely different side of this person before you are willing, with the Ten of Pentacles, to come back. Okay. Literally. So I'm going to take this into an extended. If you're interested in the extended, let me know. Otherwise, it will be available for the members. And if you are a member, you can reach out to me for the link. I will provide it to you. I will actually upload it for members only. So it will be available for members only later on in the day. I love you guys so much. Take care of each other, yourselves. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.